What if I told you that the people you find most attractive and magnetic aren't chasing anyone? In fact, they're doing the complete opposite. While most of us are desperately trying to impress others, constantly seeking validation, and chasing people's attention, these individuals have mastered a psychological skill that makes others naturally drawn to them. Here's what blew my mind when I discovered this. Throughout history, the most magnetic personalities, from ancient philosophers to modern leaders, all shared three specific psychological patterns that create what I call social gravity, the ability to pull others into your orbit without any effort. But here's the crazy part. When you stop chasing and start applying these three psychological principles, something almost supernatural happens. People begin seeking you out. They want to talk to you, be around you, and include you in their lives. They can't explain why. They just feel better when you're there. The best part? This isn't about changing your personality or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about understanding how human psychology works and aligning yourself with natural attraction patterns that have existed for thousands of years. Here's the thing. I'm about to share something that goes against everything society teaches us about human attraction. What you're about to learn on ThinkWise today isn't just theory. It's a psychological framework that completely flipped my social reality upside down. And I guarantee it will challenge everything you believe about why some people naturally draw others in while others push them away. I used to be that person who was always trying too hard. I'd chase friendships, constantly text first, laugh too loudly at others' jokes, and agree with everything just to be liked. I read every social skills book, how to win friends and influence people, conversation guides, body language manuals. I practiced making eye contact, repeating people's names, and tried all those surface-level techniques. The result? I felt exhausting to be around, even to myself. The harder I chased, the more people seemed to pull away. I was like a magnet with the wrong polarity. Instead of attracting, I was repelling. Everything changed when I stumbled upon social psychology research that revealed a counterintuitive truth. The most attractive people don't chase, they create conditions that make others want to chase them. This led me to discover three psychological principles that every naturally magnetic person uses, often without realizing it. When I stopped chasing and started implementing these principles, the shift was immediate. People began reaching out to me first, including me in plans and genuinely enjoying our interactions. I wasn't trying harder, I was trying smarter. What I discovered is that magnetic attraction operates on three psychological levels that work together like a perfectly tuned system. Master these three principles, and you'll never need to chase people again. They'll naturally gravitate toward you. These three principles are complete presence, authentic warmth, and quiet strength. Each one taps into fundamental human psychological needs that most people rarely experience. Let me show you exactly how they work and why they're so powerful. In 1960, during the famous Kennedy-Nixon debates, radio listeners thought Nixon won based on content, but TV viewers overwhelmingly chose Kennedy. The difference wasn't what Kennedy said, it was his complete presence. He was fully engaged, mentally locked in, while Nixon seemed distracted and uncomfortable. The two components. Component 1, total mental focus. Here's the biggest mistake people make in conversations. While the other person is talking, they're planning what to say next. Your mind is split between listening and preparing your response. This creates an invisible barrier that others feel instinctively. Complete presence means shutting down your internal chatter entirely. When someone speaks, your full attention goes to understanding not just their words, but their emotions and underlying needs. This level of focus is so uncommon that when people experience it, they feel a connection they can't quite explain. Don't worry about what you'll say next. Trust that the right response will come naturally when you're truly listening. Most people are so starved for genuine attention that this alone will make you magnetic. Component 2, comfortable authenticity. The second aspect is what I call natural comfort. Being completely at ease with yourself without constantly monitoring how others perceive you. Think about how you act around your closest family. Relaxed, spontaneous, unguarded. That's the energy that draws people in. When you're genuinely comfortable, others unconsciously mirror that comfort. You create a space where authentic connection can happen, which is exactly what people are craving but rarely find. Neuroscientists discovered that only 7% of communication happens through words. The other 93% occurs through emotional energy and what psychologists call emotional contagion, the unconscious transmission of feelings between people. This means your internal emotional state towards someone reaches them whether you want it to or not. If you're secretly judging them or feeling desperate for their approval, they'll sense that energy and respond accordingly, even if you're saying all the right things. Maya Angelou captured this perfectly. People will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. This wasn't just poetry, it was psychological truth. She understood that emotional warmth creates lasting impressions that transcend specific conversations. The transformation promise. The difference between someone who constantly chases people and someone who naturally attracts them isn't talent, it's understanding these 3 psychological principles. Every magnetic person you know uses these principles, whether they're conscious of it or not. The secret isn't becoming someone else, it's becoming the most authentic, confident, and present version of yourself. Stop chasing, stop seeking validation. Instead, master these 3 principles and watch as people naturally gravitate towards you. Are you ready to stop chasing and start attracting?